All right, good afternoon, Corpus Christi. We're here with the mayor of Alice, Texas, Cynthia Carrasco. Cynthia, how's it going?
Good. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Well, thank you for giving us the interview and give us the time to tell the residents what's going on in the city of Alice, Texas. Um, how you want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. Well, I'm a mother of six. I've been in Alice for a little over 27 years. I moved here from San Antonio. I was a manager in San Antonio and moved over here because I fell in love with my hubby. So, and then from there, I was in the grocery business for several years in management, and then I went into, of all things, I went into nursing. I wanted to be a nurse. Did that, and then at the same time, I got my real estate license. So I've been doing real estate now since 2000, so a little over 20 years, and been doing good. I decided to stay in real estate because I wanted to spend time with the family. My little one was already in high school, and I was like, working the 12, 16 hours a day, I was not, you know, having fun with like going to their events and having quality time with them. So I said, no, that's the baby. That's the last one. I won't ever have a chance to do this again. So that's what I did. And real estate has been good to me. Thank God Alice has been good to me. The people are awesome. All the people here, very welcoming, very humble, and they embraced me. I love Alice.
That sounds real good. And now you're the mayor of Alice. You know, you come from San Antonio, and now you're
Yes.
actually governing the local government here.
Yes.
You want to give us a little bit of information as far as what are the three top issues that are going on that are plaguing the city of Alice, and how you plan to go forward in tackling those challenges.
Yes. We all know that Alice suffered during the oil industry downturn. So that's one of the biggest challenges that we've had. And just trying to rebuild from that. It was a huge economic impact, not only to our citizens, but to our local businesses, everything, schools, because you can imagine with the downturn, people did move away, and that impacts every aspect of our city. So, and one of the main things I wanted to do was, as a realtor, I have I have exposure and have and learned how to sell and how to attract and build upon that. And I feel that that's something I'd like to bring to Alice. I think there's a lot of people that are wanting someone to give hope and work with other entities and bring industry into Alice and help stimulate our economy. And also just bringing that unity back. I mean, we're coming from the coronavirus, the pandemic, and people are now starting to slowly come out, and you'll see the ballparks with children playing, and it's just something positive. You're seeing people participate in activities, events. So I think slowly but surely we're trying to build ourselves up. And I think that's something that I'm going to focus on and try to work with council, of course, because this is all a collaborative effort with not only our council but other entities, the county, the school district, working together and trying to build a better Alice. And that's something that I really want to focus on: attracting industry, rebuilding our economy, and helping our small businesses and the citizens to become successful.
When you talk about the industrial downturn of the oil field industry, a lot of people left Alice, and a lot of tax dollars left Alice, and now that we're getting to post pandemic and the COVID-19, a lot of people are getting vaccinated. Uh, when you how will we is there a set plan on how to bring industry back to Alice, or are we looking to diversify the city of Alice in other aspects such as sustainable energy, or what is the plan?
Currently, the main thing right now is focusing on diversifying. How do we do that? That's a very broad statement. There's no easy answer to tell you, oh, we're going to diversify. No, it's going to take, again, collaborative work with the county, with the school district, with the EDC, with other cities. And it's part of the plan, but it's not something that's going to happen overnight. But diversification is very important and key, because right now we rely heavily on sales tax. And when you have an industry that has left that affected that sales tax, then we need to find another industry that we don't rely 50% or more on that industry. So diversification is important, and again, it's a complicated, it's not a simple answer. It's going to take hard work and, again, collaboration with other entities, and that's something in the works and in the plans.
Now, a lot of people know who you are in Alice, and a lot of people see you at these events and stuff like that when you're in the capacity of mayor. But when you're out of the capacity of mayor, what do people tell you in the streets?
I'm always out and about with the real estate industry, but when people see me, the one thing that they've mentioned is they have a lot of hope right now, which is very humbling to me, and it also is a big responsibility as an individual, because not only I don't ever take the title of mayor off. It's always, I'm mayor no matter what, and I'm a mom no matter what. So when I'm out there, when they encounter me, it's either the realtor, the mayor, or a combination of the mom. So, but there's a lot of concerns they bring. They say, they're worried about our infrastructure, our streets, but mainly it's the economy, and just having something to do here in Alice, the quality of life.
When you talk about the economic status of Alice, Texas, I know it's heavily on industrial, oil field industry, but how's the housing market? Since you're a realtor, you might want to just touch up a little bit on how the housing market is in Alice. Is it doing well? Is it need some work? What are some of the, because housing plays a vital role in a city's growth. You see, how's the permitting process, or if you want to build in Alice.
Well, I'll tell you, those are things that we're working on as in the city, because trying to streamline those things, because we want to welcome developers, we want to welcome builders, anyone wanting to come into our city. And there are some challenges, but again, we're trying really hard to streamline those so that when a builder comes or a developer comes, or someone wants to set up a business, that we are welcoming, and we tell them we're open for business, and we welcome you, and we want you here in Alice. So again, if you could bear with us, we are trying to streamline those things, and hopefully through our budget workshops, you'll see a little bit more discussion about that, that we'll be addressing some of those issues.
Now, the coronavirus has, stifled a lot of growth within the last, year and a half. And that's not due to anybody's fault of their own, but I know that there's been some talk about the American Rescue Plan that Joe Biden and the Democrat voters have passed, or the Democrat leadership has passed. Have they said, hey, we're going to give Alice, Texas a certain amount of money? Are y'all expecting any type of money from the federal government?
Yes. Jim Wells County was allocated some funds from that, but also Alice was also allocated funds. We were allocated $4.07 million. We haven't received that yet, and it's not going to come in all at once. It's going to be 50% now, and I believe 50% the following year. Again, we haven't received it. And those are things that we also need to have a discussion as to how those are going to be expensed. We're waiting on the guidelines. We were given like broad guidelines on how those funds can be used. And we have a basic concept, but we still need to sit down and look at that and see how it would be best beneficial to our citizens, to our city. And again, those are, God willing, some talks we'll have soon. So
Yeah. Well, in Corpus Christi, next week is going to be their first week where they can start, people or citizens of the city can start coming in and talking at the city councils and providing public comment. Have y'all started public comment?
we have invited the public. We were providing them with via Zoom, but they're also invited to come in. We still do take some of the precautions, of course, but yes, they're welcome to come, and we do invite the public, especially when we're going to have our budget workshops. We encourage people to come because we want to hear from the public. We want to hear from our citizens. We want to know what are your main concerns. It helps us so much. It helps your elected officials because we know the basic concepts, but there's people that actually live and are dealing with certain issues, and those are good things to have. So I welcome anyone to please come to city council meetings and speak on that specific agenda item, or there's at the beginning where you can just make a comment. We can't address it, but you can make a comment and maybe have it for a future agenda.
Now, there's been a lot of rain here lately, and that with rain comes mosquitoes, and you know
yes.
how bad those mosquitoes can get. Have y'all, do y'all have a plan on the mosquito spraying or
Yes.
vector spraying?
We had our vector spraying, and it actually was on last Friday we completed that. Of course, I'm sure we're going to have to plan for another one as soon as this rain stops. And they invested in a new equipment for that, so it's supposed to cover more area and spray and be more effective. So they did invest in that. So, but we do have plans for vector spraying.
Great. Now, any last words? You want to bring it home to hear back to Alice, and let us know what you got planned in the future.
Well, all I can say is anyone out there listening, come to Alice. We have some great restaurants. We're also going to have some baseball tournaments coming up. So we're working towards that. Come and visit us. Come and see about Alice. We welcome everyone, and Alice is buena gente. So.
Thank you very much, Cynthia, and thank you for taking the time to come talk to the citizens of Corpus Christi, even all the way to Alice. A lot of people from Alice are reading the Corpus Christi Crónica, and I once again want to thank you and inviting me over to your place of business and getting to know the mayor of Alice, Texas.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you very much. Y'all take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.